Boys, lift the cloche on number 1.
Chef. Whoa, okay.
That looks like a plastic cable tie, almost.
Okay.
Hello.
Why would you,
Is it a chef's hat?
it's a
Food goes in that, Ebbers. So today we have a Chef Ben and Normal Barry, and they're going to be reviewing and testing some TEMU kitchen gadgets that you have suggested we try out. Question is, how quickly will it take for Ben to get irate? And are any of these worth buying?
Feels like this is made like to go in, I'd say to hang in a fridge. It looks like something, I don't know why this material feels outside of a fridge.
So I think you're half right with hang.
Oh.
And it comes with this, which goes through both sides and then loops at the top
Yeah.
and seals off, which means you put it around something. Now, how about if you attach it to your belt so you've always got flour to hand
No.
to dust the surface with if you're a baker?
No.
Ben, you are
So wrong.
nearly there. This is
What?
the dough kneading bag.
Oh, I was right with baking.
Okay.
This gadget puts an end to the hassle of making dough. Add the ingredients into the kneading bag and easily combine within the silicone pouch, saving mess, time and money.
Right, okay. So no more sticky fingers.
No more messy workbenches.
No more need for bench scrapers to clear up lots and lots of excess dough.
Yeah, no wasted dough or flour.
That is a problem, but it's a problem that I quite enjoy.
The therapy of just massaging a dough until it sort of bounces back at you, and yes, there's a bit of flour, but that's all part of the fun. Kneading that, I worry, takes the romance out of the artisanal process of making bread.
Snipping something plastic on ruins the romance.
It's
doesn't
a
it?
massive condom. There's romance all over it.
Oh, I hope not.
I
Yeah.
think you should get kneading. Let's try it. Boys, we'd like you to knock up a pizza dough. Pinch of salt, some water, so you've got everything there.
What I would say is now imagine doing this as Barry massages that on the table with flour and eggs to make pasta. You know when you make a well and you crack the eggs in the middle, and there's always that moment where it could, like a volcano, erupt over the one side.
Yeah.
Well, now you've got it in the bag, all in control.
Right, Barry, does the dough kneading bag reduce hand fatigue?
Right, so at the moment, we're at the stickiest of phases. I'm just trying to bring the dough together and basically mix all the flour in with all the water. So it is working. It's a very strange sensation.
And are you able to get the sort of rolling stretch
This is
that's
stretchy enough to allow me enough room to move that around. In my head, I was
working.
thinking the plastic might get caught into the dough, but no, it's
Silicone.
moving around.
Have you got like 4 different bits of dough?
No, one
It's
bit of dough.
all still. Let me have a go. Look, it's clean desk.
Clean desk.
It's rubbish dough. You can't knead it properly. You can't get the folds in. I don't think it does make it easier. However, end to end, including cleaning, if you just turn it inside out and throw it in your dishwasher, maybe.
So does that come together nicely? Like, well, why don't you turn it out and let's have a look at the dough?
At least
It needs more work.
At least, unlike a condom, you could use it more than once. You could just turn it inside out and put it in the dishwasher.
I really regret the condom chat.
Be honest, it's not there yet. It's still got a way to go,
Yeah.
and it's difficult to do in the bag.
But
Once you've got
early
it going,
stages,
you don't need them. Like this
Well,
is not
there you go,
creating
Ebbers.
this.
Maybe its use is the initial messy part.
And once you get going, take it off.
Pop it out. Quick checklist. Does this keep surfaces and hands clean?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it more hygienic due to the reduced contact with the dough?
No.
Not anymore.
You're
but
still going to
early
touch
days.
it. I guess
Okay.
if you've got a skin condition and you don't want that contact, then maybe. But a clean hand, I always say a clean hand in restaurants is cleaner than putting gloves on.
As it reduces sticking, less flour is needed to prevent sticking on surfaces. Would you agree?
No.
No.
Because it's the same on a table. Yes, it might be tacky, but the more you do it, eventually you go round, you pick up all the bits that have lost, and you end up in the same place. Maybe, now that it's needed, and it's got a little hangy thing, maybe quite fun to hang it up somewhere warm. Heat rises, so to hang it up above an airer, a dryer, an oven, for it to prove in a warm place.
Do you want to take a guess at how much we paid for the silicone dough kneading bag?
Again, this is on TEMU.
This is on TEMU, which
So-
we'll have a discussion about later anyway.
I'm going to say it's going to be a couple of quid, like £4.
12. £1.98.
That sign nearly blew me over.
The scary thing is, at that price, you think, well, I might as well try it.
I know.
Which is the really bad, terrible thing, because
Yeah.
then you get it, it's rubbish, and you throw it in the bin. Like, that's terrible, not just as a product, but as a price point. It would be less terrible of a product if it was 10 times the price.
In some of these cases, we have to remove the cost from the equation.
Well, I think I know the answer to the question that we're all asking.
No, I don't need it.
The dough kneading bag. Cheers, Ebbers. do you need it? Or is it a pizza?
That is a piece of rubbish.
I disagree. It does a job, but I don't need it.
Well, number one's been a journey. Let's go to number two and see what happens. Oh, this is a well-trodden path. Lift the lid on gadget number 2.
Interesting. Looks like something you put on your hand.
Yeah, it's got and it's got a very sharp blade.
So wait a minute, so straight away this is a peeler that you use like a knuckle duster.
That's quite ergonomic. That feels,
Oh, he's excited!
that doesn't feel terrible.
This is the hand veg peeler, a new style of vegetable peeler. Simply slip the palm peeler onto your fingers and start peeling. Glide your palm down the fruit or vegetable to peel. Premium stainless steel blade, rubber finger grip. It claims to be less tiring than gripping a traditional vegetable peeler when working with volumes.
This is like chef superpowers, isn't it? This is almost a bit like Spider-Man's he
Yeah.
attaches.
Do you know what? It doesn't feel ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a funny feeling it's going to look ridiculous. And I
He's
can't wait for
desperately
it.
trying to hate it.
And I'm trying to work out that wobbles, and if it's a two-way peeler, so it's up and down, so you get as much productivity out of both up and down as opposed to up, like.
I'm going to opt out of this demonstration, I've decided.
I can't wait to get something in front of you to peel.
A potato.
There's so many questions to be asked. Absolutely. Here you go.
Oh, God! Do you mind if I leave the room for a second? Because I feel like he's better at doing this on
I
his
want you to
own.
look him in the eyes while he does it.
Oh, that was good, wasn't it?
Can we go both ways?
You just had a great time there, haven't you?
That's not terrible. You have a surprising amount of control because I always say, sort of, even with tongs, you need a good pair of tongs,
Yeah.
but your fingers have the best dexterity. If it's not too hot to pick up with clean fingers, better than tongs because you've got more control. This is so in the palm of your hand that you've got quite a bit of control.
Barry, do you want to give it a go?
I really
Make
do
sure
want to give it a
our
go.
normal contingent is represented. Why not try a normal, I mean, it's not normal size really, it's massive.
See if one size fits all, Baz.
Look in the middle. It does.
Yeah.
Good,
Slides
lovely.
in a treat, isn't it?
It's that way.
Yeah. But mind your other hand, because I had
Oh,
more.
tricky.
I had more length with mine.
Tricky, yeah, that's
so
trickier.
it wasn't.
I did. Oh, that's. Okay, this is it's getting trickier with a smaller item, I think, because I can't go around corners in the same way.
But it's almost like you're caressing it, aren't you? You're just stroking it.
Just mind just.
Yeah. For the potato, I've moved it from my middle fingers and I use my palm to top of the fingers to get around the shape of the potato a little bit easier. I've got less grip there though.
But you've got more control
more
because
control.
of the irregularity of the potato.
Again, this is like so many of these gadgets. It's a problem that doesn't need fixing because you can spend a couple of quid on an easy peeler and it's always done the job and it always will. However, when you see it used and demonstrated, especially on something long, I actually think it's arguably more ergonomic.
With that in mind, we read some of the reviews, which I have to say are glowing, but there are lots of people saying how good it is for people with certain arthritis
Yep.
Yeah, I get that.
issues.
I think the volume game is a good argument as well. You know, if you're doing a dozen carrots and a dozen parsnips for a big Sunday family Sunday roast, it might well be quicker as well.
Well, let's talk price. How much do you think that we paid for the hand veg peeler?
I reckon £3.
I reckon that's £8.
Would you pay £3 for it?
I'd be happy to pay around £8 actually.
Ben, would you be happy to pay £8 for it?
I think so. I think I would.
Would
and
you?
it's so small and compact that I would keep that in the drawer just for long vegetables.
Well, lads, would you be willing to pay £1.34 for it?
Again, no, because then I feel morally corrupt.
Normally, the price comes in and we talk about it's not worth that money. Now the price comes in and it's too low for you to like it.
And the reason for that is there are other costs hidden. And there are other costs being passed on that are affecting communities, populations, the planet.
It's so tempting though. That's the thing, that it's so low, it's almost again a reason, well, why not? Just do it. But then that's a slippery slope.
Well, obviously, the question is this an appealing gadget or are you going to palm it off?
It's appealing.
I think it's quite appealing. I like it. It's ergonomically sound.
But the price makes you want to palm it off.
Yeah, it needs to cost more.
The concept is appealing.
Brilliant. Ebbers, there's a big giveaway here. It might be a giveaway for you, Baz, but maybe see if you know what it is straight away, maybe see if Baz can get
Okay,
it.
is that, oh, give Barry a chance. Is that
No,
what?
that's not what he's saying.
The subtext was absolutely what I was saying, but no. Lift the cloche
Barry,
on
are you
number
ready?
3.
I'm ready. What are you? Why is there a ribbon attached? Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Do you? Why is it
Don't look at the
fabric?
pictures, look at the words.
Dongma? That means nothing to me.
Because he never pays attention when I cook.
What the heck is that for? How do you know what this is?
The thing that's written on it is what it makes.
A dongma.
Boys, this is a vine leaf roller. So this is perfect for preparing delicious homemade vine leaf rolls. With a gentle push, the serrated rolling mechanism stuffs vine or cabbage leaves to quickly make delicious rolls.
I'm intrigued by this a lot. It's also got like 3 different...
Settings or
Settings.
tightnesses or...
Yeah, it depends on how tight you like your roll.
Ebbers, how difficult are rolling vine leaves? Is it?
I think for me, and I have limited experience with this, it's more about the quality and size of the leaf and how well they've been either stored, soaked, sometimes they're kept in oil, dried, so that you've got good option to fold them. And then once you get going, you lay out a whole bunch of leaves, whack out your rice filling, then roll them all. And again, like so many things, quite fun to just take your time making a few, quite social.
Let's see how effective this gadget is. Okay, boys, so you have some vine leaves, you have some filling, you have your gadget. Now, unfortunately, this hasn't come with any instructions. We can discuss that later. So there's going to be a little bit of trial and error. We found a video and some photos online.
Just for context, how I think I would do it, fold that over, roll that over, and then trying to keep it quite tight, you end up with dolma. So these are our vine leaves. In theory, the only photo we have, we push this in here.
Pop it in.
That has to be wrong. So
Okay,
let's try
right.
again. What do we do wrong?
So I can see what it's trying to do. So is this meant to be slippy? So it goes in like that. Maybe I'll push it down further. Maybe do that, and then
It's mushed.
it's mushed and it's fallen out. Okay, there's got to be a knack to that.
The description of this product claims to be possible for use for wrapping sushi and cabbage rolls.
I just struggled to see how it's any better than just doing it by hand.
Oh, no, buggered it.
While you try the last one, my question is this a tricky enough skill that needs simplifying with the gadget? You've tested 4 or 5 and they're ruined. Is it not better to try 4 or 5 by hand, mess them up a little bit, but they're still completely edible and good?
I think the latter. Maybe if you're making hundreds, this becomes quicker or easier or more consistent, but I'm not convinced it would. Because by the time you've pulled it back, pushed the thing down, fed it in, it's actually more time consuming.
The ribbon and the tightening method works really nice. We do the same thing when rolling sushi with a bamboo roll.
Yeah,
as you
you're
pull
pulling
it
it
back.
against itself.
But that bit of engineering, I think, is really smart.
Well, let's talk price. How much do you think that we paid for the vine leaf roller?
I was expecting a moment, didn't quite get it.
I was hoping for that as well.
I reckon this is slightly higher priced because it's so niche. Probably more like £15.
12.
£5.19.
Right, okay.
I think you look at it and you go, that's your gadget, and that's without the gadget. I know which ones I'd prefer.
And you're kind of learning a new technique. So the vine leaf roller, take it or leave it?
Yeah, leaf it.
Definitely leave it. Leave it alone and roll on your own.
That is far better than anything I just said. Final one, boys. Get pumped. Okay, boys. I think it's fair to say that this gadget has taken social media by storm, and it's about time we got it in and tried it out. Lift the cloche.
I'm glad you managed to get hold of one because it took the internet by so much storm. I tried to buy one and all the places sold out.
So what is it?
I mean, it transfers things from one place to another.
It's a sliding pizza or dough or transferable peel.
I've seen it when they've spilt a load of ketchup and they pick up the ketchup.
I've seen it with raw eggs. It'll pick up a raw egg off the table.
Well, we'll definitely be testing that.
Gosh, you maverick.
Try it on raw egg.
No. Right.
It's very wet. It's a very wet egg.
Why would you ever want to do that? I've seen it with ketchup. Can I have some ketchup, please, chef? Sorry, I know you've got a plan, but pick that up.
That's mad.
That was quite good fun. Now put it down. Oh, that's satisfying.
I mean, that works so much better than the egg.
That's so satisfying.
So this is the sliding pizza peel. With a shovel-like design and long handle, this revolutionary peel makes it easy to transfer pizzas and other dough products in and out of the oven, ensuring a smooth and efficient baking process without the risk of burns or spills. We've just discovered it picks up ketchup.
Oh, wow, I think I've seen one of these before. What shall we test it on?
Pizza, for crying out loud. So there's your pizza dough. Let's make a pizza, try the gadget.
I think with this, there is a temptation. Wait, do we have a discussion first? What I was going to say was when you have a paddle at home,
Go on.
it's all about the jerk. It's that quick movement. And there is a temptation to try and do this quickly. But I think with this, you could do it slowly and controlled rather than...
I've changed the shape of our pizza.
That's fine. If you put it back down, you'll change it again.
But in fairness, using a paddle, you do have to reshape it. Once you zhuzh it, you reshape it on the paddle, don't you?
Yes.
And then into our oven.
Is it working?
It's worked.
It's worked. It's left-handed.
No.
Right, so there's a knack here.
There is a knack.
That needs to stay in the same place.
There you go.
Ah.
If you can pick that up in the same shape I put it down.
Left-hand push.
Oh my goodness. Again.
Now put it down on the pizza.
So you basically work out where you want it to be and then leave it there. Oh, no. Yeah, that would, yeah.
I mean, it's provided hours of entertainment.
It's very satisfying, it's very unnecessary, but it does make, especially wet pizzas or lighter doughs, a much easier process.
So while our pizza bakes in the oven, let's talk price. How much do you think we bought this from TEMU for?
£24.
£10.
£10.39. Barry, you are closest.
It's just very clever. What's interesting is the original version of this, I seem to remember, was about 40, 45 quid, sold out very quickly when it went viral online, whereas what someone has done is made a cheap knockoff version at a quarter of the price and sold it on eBay.
Obviously the question you're asking, and everyone at home is asking, the sliding pizza peel. Is it a clean sweep, or are you going to let it slide?
I'm going to let this one slide.
Oh,
and I
once.
honestly thought,
Didn't see that coming.
after all the videos, I was keen to play with it, but actually it's just, yeah, use a paddle.
So your favourite one of today is a palm-centric
palm peeler.
peeler.
Yeah.
Great.
I think everybody watching, you've got to give it a go, but then just let it slide.
Well, let us know down in the comments, what did you make of all of those gadgets? Let us know in the comments. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And if you'd like us to review any other gadgets from TEMU or elsewhere, make sure you send us the links and we'll get them in front of our chef plus normal.